So there's some simple movements that you can do to warm up your body before any training. Even on days when you're not training, I like to do joint mobility. These are rotating the joint throughout the full range of motion. Is really good for your health, good for longevity, helps lubricate your joints, and it's not a strenuous thing to do. It's very easy. So you think of any joint in your body and you should be able to do some rotation. So I'm going to start with the neck. And just going to do simple neck circles. You don't have to go behind. You can just go from one side to another, dropping your head down in between. Typically, I would do it maybe anywhere between 10 and 20 rotations in each direction. I'm just going to make this shorter for purposes of the video. We can do shoulder rolls. Again, I would do maybe at least 10 per direction. So you can go forward and back. We can bring this into full arms, so arm circles. These can be done bilaterally. They can also be done unilaterally. Again, remember to go both directions for your arm circles. Feels really good. Elbows. Again, both directions. And something people neglect, you also have joints in the wrist too. So you can do wrist circles. Upper body, torso, thoracic area. This is a little more difficult for people, but you can start with some simple accordion moves. So where you bring your hands back, look up at the ceiling, and you're sticking your chest out, and then you kind of collapse. Bring your hands together. Inhale here, exhale here. Again, a little more advanced would be full circles. And here I like to keep my hands kind of clasped in front of me. So you don't want to do this. And I'm not moving my hips, I'm just trying to move the upper thoracic area. Again, working in both directions. And I can take that down to the hips, do the same thing, hip circles, nice and big. Sometimes I'll do minis, I'll go just isolating the hips in circles. So I'm keeping the rest of my body, my shoulders very still, I'm just moving the hips. But if you find that, and then I'll widen it up, but if you find that too difficult, just do the wide ones. Oh, feels so good. Knees, if you bring your feet together, you can actually hold on to them. You're not going to push them back. You're going to straighten them out and go around in a circle. A lot of people have difficulty with this, especially if they have knee issues. And hips, these can work in rotation too, so I can think of gate swings, so coming around like this. Now, if you find it hard to balance here, you can either place your foot on the floor in between each rotation, or just hold onto a wall or a countertop like a kitchen sink or something and stabilize yourself and try and bring the knee up, out to the side and back down. And of course that should be done in the other direction. And you're going to work both sides, of course. Out, back down, working both directions. Not really rotation, but I still like to do some squats. I'm trying to stay on the heels. I'm getting my butt back first before I come down. If you find that difficult and you have to come on your toes, it's okay at first. Or if you find yourself you can't get low, again, grab onto something like a countertop. I call those kitchen sink squats. Okay? And we also have ankles. So for ankles, if you're standing on one foot, again, you can use something for balance if you want to hold on for something. Nice big circles in both directions. Lots of variations here. You can go just up and down. You can go side to side. You can do figure eight. But start by keeping it simple. Just nice circles. Feels good.
Once you've gone through a whole series of joint rotations, and if you're warming up for training, you can do some more complicated moves, a little light stretching, dynamic stretching particularly, and then maybe even a couple of minutes of something a little cardio. That could be running in place, could be skipping rope, could be anything just to get your heart rate up a little bit, and then you can hit a good training session. So, and again, these things can be done standalone too. They're really good for you.